It's story time with Miss Gary. Today's story is Little Miss Princess. Boys, I suggest you sit and listen too, because there are pretty funny things to hear in these books that you boys will also like. I have my funny blue socks on and I'm ready to begin with the story. Little Miss Princess by Roger Hargreaves. Written and illustrated by Adam Hargreaves. Little Miss Princess's father was a king and her mother was a queen, which, as I am sure you know, meant that Little Miss Princess was a princess. And because she was a princess, she lived in a castle with turrets and a moat. A very big castle. And because she was a princess, she had lots of people to do everything for her. People to mow the lawns, people to cook her breakfast. She even had people to make her bed. And you would imagine that this would have made Little Miss Princess rude and spoiled. But she was a kind and generous and good-hearted princess. Do you know what it means to be generous? Yes, it means to love giving your time, your toys, your love, playing with other children. To be generous, it means that you love giving. I am so lucky to be a princess. I must spread my luck around, she would say to herself every morning. And she did this by trying to help people. She sent a chef to cook meals for Little Miss Sunshine when she heard that Little Miss Sunshine had the flu. When she overheard Mr. Busy complaining how busy he was, she sent a gardener to mow his lawn. And she sent a maid to Little Miss Need's house when she heard that Little Miss Need had worn up her mop. All of this was very useful and everyone was very grateful. But Little Miss Princess did not feel that she was really doing anything. So when she heard that Mr. Bump had broken his leg, she rushed round to his house to see what she could do. I haven't got any groceries, said Mr. Bump. You could go to the shops for me. So Little Miss Princess went to the shops. But because she was a princess, she had never been shopping. She went into the baker's. 6 sausages, please, she said to the baker. Do we buy sausages at the baker's? No, we buy bread at the baker's. We don't have any sausages, said the baker. She went into the butcher's and asked for peas. Oh, Little Miss Princess, do we buy peas at the butcher's? What do we buy at the butcher's? Meat, that's right. We don't have any peas, said the butcher. And she went into the greengrocer's and asked for a loaf of bread. Where do we buy bread? At the baker's. What does the greengrocer sell? Vegetables, yes. We don't have any bread, said the greengrocer. So she went back to Mr. Bump's house with an empty shopping basket. The shops have sold out of everything, she explained to Mr. Bump. Everything? Said a puzzled Mr. Bump. Do you remember what puzzled means? It means confused. Yes, the butcher had no peas, the baker had no sausages, and the greengrocer said he didn't have any bread. Oh, said Mr. Bum, realizing what had happened. Why don't you try the supermarket? Why did he send her to the supermarket? Yes, because they said everything in the supermarket. Some time later, little Miss Princess returned with the shopping. She offered to help putting everything away. But because she was a princess, she had never unpacked the shopping. She put the sausages in the cupboard, the frozen peas in the bread bin, and the bread in the drawer, and the milk in the oven. Oops! Have you ever helped your mom and dad unpack the shopping? Maybe you can try next time. You know where everything goes after all. Not like little Miss Princess. I think you're better at helping than her actually. After she had put the shopping away, little Miss Princess offered to clean Mr. Bum's house. But because she was a princess, she had never cleaned anything before. She dusted the dishes, she polished the sofa, and she mopped the carpet. Oh no! Little Miss Princess then went upstairs to make Mr. Bum's bed. But because she was a princess, she had never made a bed. Oh dear! Look at what happened when she tried to spread the sheets. Little Miss Princess then offered to cook supper for Mr. Bum, but because she was a princess, she had never cooked a meal before. For supper, they had burnt sausages with burnt potatoes. She even burnt the peas. Oh dear, said little Miss Princess, throwing the burnt meal away. I'm just no good at anything. Oh, I wouldn't say that, said Mr. Bump. I'm sure you are good at all sorts of things. Like what? Sniffed little Miss Princess. I know, said Mr. Bump. Why don't you ring for a pizza? What will that prove? Asked little Miss Princess. Well, said Mr. Bump, you are very good at giving orders. And that was the story of little Miss Princess trying to help. Now she was doing very good when she was in the palace and sending help to other people, but once she tried to help herself, when she went to help other people, things got a little messed up. But what do you think? Is it okay to make mistakes? Yes, it's absolutely okay to make mistakes because everybody learns. Nobody knows how to do something the first time they try. So we have to try many times until we get good at the stuff we want to do. And I'm sure that little Miss Princess, if she went shopping the next time, she wouldn't try to buy meat at the baker's, sausages at the baker's, right? Because next time she would know. So if you're trying new things, just don't give up, keep trying. And also let's try to be like little Miss Princess in the way she always wanted to help other people. And use what we know and what we've got to be nice to each other. Have a very special sunny day.